The easiest way to block a website is using a browser extension. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to do it, starting in Google Chrome. If you're a Safari, Firefox or Edge user, I've added time tags in the description below so you can skip ahead. Remember, for more information on this topic and lots of other helpful hints, be sure to have a look at my website, facultyofapps.com. Let's get started. Here we are in Chrome. I'm going to click on these three buttons to bring up the menu options, and we're going to go down to More Tools and Extensions. And that'll bring up the extensions window. And what we want to do is a bit confusing because I tend to type in, I search for extensions in here, but these are the extensions that you already have added to Chrome. To find new ones, we need to click on these three lines here and go down to the Open Chrome Web Store. And then here we can type in the name of our extension, or if we don't know the extension, you can just type in what you're searching for. But I know what I'm looking for. It's called Block Site. There we go, that's the one. And here's the one that I'm going to be installing. So we're going to add this to Chrome. Say Add Extension. You can see that it downloads it here, and then it's adding it to Chrome. And then we should see it up here in the top right hand corner. Accept that. Here it gives you some instructions on how to do it, on how to run the application, but it's really easy. We just click here, we pin it so that we can see it, and then what we can do is we can go, for instance, to www.bbc.com, and then if we want to block this site, we can just click on our extension now that we've installed. There is a paid version, but I've never used the paid version. I don't really think it's necessary. So close that. And now if we want to block this site, we can just click on this button to block this site. And that's it. That site's blocked. So now if I want to try again, I'll go to www.bbc.com and it blocks it. And that's how to block a site in Chrome. Now I'll show you how to block it in Firefox. Okay, so here we are in Firefox, and the process is very, very similar. Again, we go to these little three lines for the options menu. We come down, and this time we come down to add-ons. They just call it add-ons. And here we can type in the browser extension that we want to search for. So again, I'll type in block site, hit enter. And here we get a couple of options, but you notice that the second one is the one that's recommended by Firefox. Firefox is actually quite good in that it recommends some of the extensions based on security and performance standards. So if you're adding an extension to Firefox, I'd always recommend going with the one that has been recommended by Firefox. So we'll click on this one and we'll add this one to Firefox. So add. You also get the option of whether you want to allow the extension to run in a private window. I'm not too fussed about that, so I just click OK. All right, and that's it. You can see that it's up here. So very similar to how we did it in Chrome. I'll go to the BBC, www.bbc.com. And to block this website, I come over to my extension here and I click on it and it says access to BBC will be restricted. Are you sure? Click OK. And there we are. That's the BBC website blocked in Firefox. You'll notice down here, unlike in Chrome, this extension comes with a password option. So if you want to block this website, say for your kids, you can put in a password so that you can unblock it for yourself, but not for your kids. The next browser I'll demonstrate is Microsoft Edge. Okay, here we are in Edge, and Edge now is very similar to Chrome. So we come down here and we go to Extensions. We'll type in block site extension. Now it didn't find any results, and that's because I'm using the very latest version of Microsoft Edge, which has changed quite dramatically from previous versions. But all we need to do is we need to click on this button here to get extensions from Microsoft Edge, and we'll just type it in again, block sites. We've got two options here. I'm going to choose the top one. Click Get, Add Extension. And there we are. You can see that it's installed it here. So I'll do exactly the same thing. Go to the BBC, www.bbc.com. Oops, sorry. And I'll click click on the little access to bbc.com will be restricted. Are you sure? Click OK. And you can see that it's exactly the same extension that we used previously in Firefox. And similarly, if you want to block it for, say, your kids, but not for yourself, you can add a password here to unblock the website. And that's how to do it in Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. Now to finish off, we'll do it in Safari. So here we are on my Mac, and before we start, there isn't actually a browser extension for Safari that you can download in the same way that we did for Firefox, Chrome, and Edge. There are apps on the App Store, but I wasn't happy with any of them, to be honest. The ones that I've found that I recommend are Cold Turkey and Self-Control. And Self-Control seems to be the easiest and most lightweight of the applications that I've tested. So I'll show you how to download and install this one and how to block websites using it. So let's do that. Okay, so once it's installed, we get this pop-up window here, and we click continue. Now we need to edit the block list, or blacklist. That possibly should be blacklist. And we add and here's where we add our website. So I'm going to say bbc.com, and I've added it to the list there, and I'm going to then click close. And what I want to do is I want to set then how long I want to block that website for. And if you want to block it all day, just drag it all the way across to here. So 1 day, and then hit start. It asks for your account password that you use to log onto your computer, so I'll put my details in. Okay, you can see that it's a timer, so it's now going to count down for the whole day. So if you want to do it again, you can extend the block timer and set it for another day. It's not a set and forget. You will need to do it each time you want to use it. But as you can see, if I now go to the bbc.com, I'll open a new page, new tab, go bbc.com. So there we go. That is how to block a website on Safari. I recommend using Self-Control. If you know of a better website extension for blocking websites on Safari, please let me know in the comments below. And that's it. I hope you found this video useful. For more information and useful tips, be sure to jump over to my website, thefacultyofapps.com. Thanks very much, and see you next time.